Well, you remember a couple of weeks ago, Mr. David Edwards came up to test some soil and some grass, and we've got the results, haven't we? I've got to put my specs on.
Yeah, we've got the results back. And actually, Gareth, this is your in-depth soil test back.
Yeah.
And gives a lot of information on there, what's going on. And to be honest, it's very good.
Okay.
And the problem is, although it's very good, we also have the test of the grass tissue here, of what we did to the grass.
Yeah.
Again, very good. Don't need a lot of remedy. But the problem is, the sheep won't eat it. Because that's how we looked at it, and that was it. And most people would say, well, put a bit more fertilizer on there, or just, or they don't really know what to do or where to go.
Yeah.
What we need to do is, that ground, as we spoke at the time, is lack of oxygen. Very, very short of oxygen. It tasted bad. It's going to taste bad to the sheep. The sheep are not going to do on it. Now, the other thing that we found out as well is I don't only do this. I look at your soil under the microscope, and we look to see what bacteria and stuff you've got in the soil. Well, here's a picture. I don't even pick it up on the screen, but this is your soil here.
Yeah.
This is my soil down in Shropshire.
Yeah.
And you've only got a very few bacteria in there. And because the soil is so compacted on the top of it, these bacteria are dying off. And they are not putting the nutrition that you've been putting onto your land back and feeding it back to the plant, because there's not enough bacteria there to be able to do that. We will change that for you. That is not a problem. I've just brought you a machine down that you can aerate it with, and as long as we start to work with that, and you keep putting on our seaweed and the Bio-N, which is putting in more bacteria into there, and with farmyard manures and a few other things that we've been talking about that you may be able to do, we are going to change this, and we will make your soil look like that, and it will be palatable. And the stock will eat it, they will do better, you will get them away to market quicker, and especially sheep. The faster a sheep is in the bank, the less chance he has of dying. But
well, I will test this now to the ultimate. My next job is to get in that field and aerate it, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Every little step, hopefully, is going to make a big difference.
It will. It'll make a big difference. The seaweed side of it, I'm harping on this, but seaweed is going to push down the roots so you can get more. If it comes into a dry spell, I know you don't. You know, it's raining here again this morning, but I mean, going next summer, next spring, if you can get those roots down, it helps lower stress in the plants.
Yeah.
And when it lowers stress in the plants, it lowers stress in the animals as well, and they will just generally do better. There's nothing really there that you need to do in as far as going out and spending cash to buy fertilizers and stuff to go on there. It is not necessary.
Yeah.
Just a bit of maintenance stuff, and that's all we need to do in good management. You've been doing a good job up to now. You're just being
tweaking.
Yeah, you've either been advised or not advised on what to do to just tweak that to get it absolutely right.
David, every day is a school day.
Yeah.
You know, and if we're all willing to learn, watch and listen, we'll all move forward. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Well, actually, no, I'm going to use that as the hold on. There we go, Mr. Edwards. We'll get the aerator off. There she is. We're going to take it off now, and this is what we're going to be using to aerate the soil. Hope he trusts me and my driving skills. Here we go. Would work if I put it in gear, wouldn't it? Keep going. Okay. There she is. Big old lump of kit. I'm going to have to put it down like that to begin with, I think, and then turn it around. This is the first field I've aerated. That's a great job. So you can see, it just opens up opens up the soil. And David told me it needs to get oxygen, it needs to breathe. Really important. Another thing I learned off him today, Mr. Soil himself, and every day is a school day. So look how close we are to the sea. So sometimes, you know, we have winds and the salt air will come in and land onto our fields because we're that close to the sea and the mountains. So it's quite a unique climate as well. But I've noticed every now and again we have like burn off on the top of our grass, just on here, yeah, just on the top of the grass, burns off. So David explained to me, so what happens is the salt comes in, it lands, and the sodium then is in the soil, and the plant itself then sucks up that sodium before it sucks anything else up, and that's what causes that burn off. Really interested. But he's explained, I'm very fortunate that we've got a lot of potash in the ground here because of, just over in that field we've got cows, as you know, and the cows put a lot of you know, that potash back into the ground, and we carry a lot of FYM, farmyard manure here. So I'm learning a lot more. You know, we've been farming all our lives, but every day, you know, you learn something, and it's important that we listen to people and have an understanding of other people's knowledge and use that then for our own benefit and other people's benefit. So yeah, every day is a school day. There you go, my first little